Hello, this is Ricky with the Lead Pup Training, and we're here going to be talking about something that happens every time a dog goes home after a boot camp. And I'm not saying every time, but just where some of my clients struggle is this. The nick went high and the dog ignored it. They went up to the highest level, the dog ignored it. Why? Well, I have a couple different reasons. Let's go process elimination. Is the collar on tight? Is the dog feeling the collar? Is the collar on? It's snug enough where it's going through all the hair, especially like a husky, a German Shepherd, Leon Burgers, dogs like that. Sometimes you need longer prongs, or some clients will shave a little piece off the neck a little bit, from the fur, and just so they can make proper contact. That's part one. But part two is keeping up with the training, keeping up with the communication. Again, our training is not about coming in and just correcting and punishing the dog. It almost becomes non-existent to the dog. It's just, okay, it's just back or nose. Oh, the dog gets super scared of it. We don't want either or. What we want is for the dog to have a clear understanding of the conversation. So it's super important in our boot camp where we are teaching the dog, remember, it's no pulling on the leash, recall and down. So I would like for you guys to keep practicing those exercises. When you practice those exercises over and over, what ends up happening is that you're talking to the dog, you're practicing with your dog before the high-level stimuli. So that means if I'm practicing back and forth with my leash and I'm moving up and down on my neck, or I'm moving up and I'm going, why isn't the dog feeling it? Going back to process elimination. Is it tight enough? Is it on? Is it going through all the fur? Or are we doing enough of the exercise? If the dog doesn't fully understand and you're tapping it and he kind of stops and goes, what? That's telling me the dog doesn't remember. Because again, just like when you learn a new language, you've got to continue practicing that. You can't just stop and expect to just know fluent French when you stopped a couple months ago or a couple years ago. It's easy to forget. So with dogs are really good. It's not that they forget, it's that they go, oh, this is way more exciting and the conversation is not very clear. So I'm gonna take advantage of this. So again, it's not about coming in, how do we better correct or how high can we correct this? We want to go back to process elimination because you technically want to be at a lower level to be able to work the dog. That means that if you work the dog at a low level and now you need a high correction or high conversation at a high level distraction, the dog has had all the conversation down here prior to this high level stimulant. So again, it's about continuing the training, you guys. It's not magic. It's structure. It's structure. Like us, we got to keep telling our kids over and over and over to brush their teeth, even though when they're a little bit older, we're still telling them it's years. So again, with the dog, just keep consistent. Keep the repetition. I'm not doing anything different at my boot camps than you're doing at home. The only difference is that I really stay structured with all my homework. So I'd like for you guys to do the same. And I guarantee you guys will get those awesome results that you guys got before the dog went home. All right, you guys, hopefully you like this video. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon.